The night in question, I happened to have the night off. Count my coins for that. I guess I should say I work in a little no-tell motel in Soundview, north part of Dawn Avenue. Yes, that Dawn Avenue. The Ministry of Proprietary pretends that things have improved, but not really. Anyhow, Johnny was covering as I got a rare night off. His words, 4 people checked in, no big whoop. They got up to the usual nonsense, like some guests were angry, looking for a fight. Almost got into one. Others had special guests come in. Anyhow, the light bulb man checked in. You had a guest. Closed the shades, turned off the lights, didn't see who. Time passes. Someone else comes to see them. Didn't see who. Don't know how long. Didn't see him leave. Checkout was normal except for the light bulb man being late. But you know how he is. When the maids went in to clean up the place, they found the body. He'd been strangled. Grisly. I guess I should say light bulb man's real name. It's Jake Blake. At least that's what the register says. We call him that because when he checks in, it's with a large shopping cart. It has his belongings, but it is primarily filled with light bulbs. Why? I assume he collects used ones and tries to get money from recycling them. The wardens arrived. They won't look too hard. The Northwest Dominion's Ministry of Compliance wardens made it clear that he was a negative. My job sucks. The hours are long. I work night shift at a no-tell motel on Dawn Avenue. I'm going to solve this case like a private eye from days of yore. Because, quite frankly, I'm bored. Monday. I'm dividing my shift into 3 chunks. Evening shift, which is 8 p.m. to midnight. Graveyard shift, midnight to 4 a.m. The morning shift, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. We have 7 rooms at the motel. Room 7 is where the incident occurred. It is closed with renovations. My evening starts slow. Not shocking, someone died there recently. The first shift. The runaway checks in. He has a gangly frame, big eyes, doesn't belong here, but where would he belong? He's like a feral cat and about as skittish. Pays in a fistful of sweaty coins. Tides take me. Zane Calloway visited Peter, half famous a lifetime ago, but coming back to Earth has been rough. Taken out of his natural environment, fillers and 2 bleached white teeth make him look like an alien. They had an intense conversation. Their runaway was demanding Zane pay him for his services. They caught me observing and went inside. Graveyard shift. After midnight, the head of Domcom checked in. I gave him room 4. Bespectacled and wincing, this perpetually put-upon weasel has discretion over an ocean of coin. People pitch ideas to him. Some are very expensive. I hear him complain about the door sticking. He starts swearing up a storm. He starts kicking the door to force it open. I run out to stop him. His face, a red beacon of rage, smolders. I tell him to stop. I can see a violent zeal pondering an eruption. A mask slaps on. An meek apology. I open the door effortlessly. Morning shift. After 4, I check in a warden. I thought he might be working the murder. Not the case. He is a proprietary morality enforcer. He is on the wrong end of a 20-year stretch as a PME. I bet he knows the ins and outs of every dirty deal in Soundview. I bet the Office of Warden Operations keeps a close eye on him. He hurriedly closes the door. I heard a ting of something hitting the pavement. I rush out and pick it up. It's a cross on a literal chain. I knock on his door and tell him he dropped this. He yells at me, tells me it isn't his. I stammer out an apology. He yanks it from my hands and says he will find the proper owner. I saw the movie star leave. He lingered while wishing his goodbyes to the runaway. There was tension in the air, not like anger, more like lust. But we know that can't happen in the Northwest Dominion. Busier night. 4 guests checked in at the beginning of my shift. Tony Fitcher checks in. He pays with newly minted coins. I give him room 2. The PME checked in. I gave him room 4. Natasha Vale, self-proclaimed psychic medium for the proprietary department. Palm reads, card laid, mirror scried, and so rumors say other strange services provided. Probably a liar, maybe a believer, possibly touched. She looks at me like she knows something. I give her room 5. Wanda Kilborn checked in at our humble motel. She instinctively knows where the cameras are, handy for a photo op, or stealthily to avoid it at all costs. Pays with services and coins kept in a sackage embroidered with several images of her family. She's given room 6. Later, the Dominion coin master stumbles to the vending machine, walking as if someone on the seas. I go out and ask if he needs assistance. He looks at me with a 1,000-year stare. He smells of mint, probably on manna. He thanks me, gives me coins to get his dinner from the machine. I oblige. He tells me to keep the change. It's a very nice tip. In his mana-induced state, he leans in and whispers, "See the PME over in room 4? He was arguing with Jake Blake, you know, the dead guy from the other day. He was arguing over Carol. You know, Carol, ex-wife of the head truth facilitator. Sounded jealous to me." Around 10, the psychic medium comes to the office, claims she lost her rosary, asks me to help her look for it. After a fruitless search in the office and the environments, I found nothing. I reported to her my progress. I noticed it was around her wrist, told her. She thanked me for my help in retrieving it. After walking her back to the room, I noticed that the PVC smoking on the roof of the hotel. How did she get there? She stares out in the night sky. She seems to be bathing in melancholy. I try to respectfully ask her to come down. She abides, stabs out her cigarettes, and goes inside and pulls the blinds down. It's a little past midnight. I have Sea Void playing. The theme is, if the personal is political, this must be very political. I don't know how he stays around before he'll get caught, but I enjoy his shows for now. Carol Lockridge checks in. Weird coincidence or something more? She applies makeup while I check her in. A planned life knocked them off course and nearly unraveled them. They think they know what rock bottom means. Disillusionment is stalking her. Will it creep into her work as an official archivist? She scurries inside. Not long after, the coinmaster looks to be getting his second dinner from the vending machine. I can see he needs help. I oblige. He stammers a staccato whisper. Carol worked with Jake. Don't know with what. They stopped working together because of her ex-husband. I'm not sure what a displaced and an archivist would work with together. Kind of strange to me. He stumbles back into his room. Natasha, the psychic, comes looking for ice. Out of the blue, she tells me I should know that she had an argument with Mr. Blake on the day of his murder. She shouted at him he needed to stop coming to the motel for his rendezvous. He might be found out. After that, she leaves and tells me to forget the ice. After 1 a.m., a man drives to our motel. He forgoes my office and heads straight to the room of the prefect of civic accords. He looks familiar. He's built like a Mack truck. Definitely not her husband. He enters quietly. The curtains are still pulled. The lights go off. I have to draw my own conclusions. After 4 a.m., Natasha checks out. She winks at me and gives me the key. Be seeing you again soon. She departs. Not long after, Letitia King checks in. She's outgoing, charming in a sleazy way, surprising depth of knowledge on all manners of things. Always working an angle, tars and feathers when needed, as self-punishment for the Northwest Dominion. Tricky line she has to walk. The enforcer checks out around 5. He is on the phone. He sees the Heraldess vehicle. I overhear snippets of his conversation with whoever he's speaking to. Letitia King worked with Jake Blake, the light bulb man, which is weird. Letitia normally discusses the suits and ignores the rest of the citizens of Soundview. She only writes about them to ensure certain views are upheld, or maybe a source for a specific scandal. How does Jake fit into all of this? I never saw the gentleman caller leave from the room. Aside from that, all the checkouts later in the day were normal.